that we have in here. Later on, if you want to change something or a setting or whatever, it'll automatically go to your Windows 95 directory, install the files it needs, and continue on. Now, I do the same when I was installing DOS or that. The reason why it's always good to do this is you don't be going around trying to find CDs, later on, or floppy disks or whatever. It's a right royal pain in the bum, So where you'll find Windows 95 and 98 is the same, where it installs a new driver even off the internet. It says, okay, now I want disk number 11 or disk number 12, even though it's a totally new program off the internet. So this makes your life a lot easier. Right, and that's it, everything's installed. We can just do setup now. Let's test the hard drive. This is ScanDisk if you haven't seen it before. ScanDisk is a DOS-based program which came out in DOS 6 from what I can remember. And it basically will scan your hard drive and allow the hard drive to be prepared more efficiently than CheckDisk, which was used in DOS 5. The ironic or funny thing about it is nowadays if you're using Windows Vista, Windows 7, Windows Vista if you're brave, Windows 7 or Windows 8 if you're really brave, you can use CheckDisk in them, and actually I recommend you use CheckDisk. You can basically type it into command prompt, type CMD in the run box, in the actual command prompt, then type CheckDisk. It'll check your hard drives. It may actually say something like, can't check it now, do you want to check next time the computer boots up? Do it. CheckDisk is far superior than ScanDisk in those operating systems, because it'll run sort of in a DOS box rather than actually when the operating system loads up, so it's a lot better. So no errors on drive C, and drive D had no error. Drive D is that virtual drive. So now it's going along and installing. This is Windows 95 we're installing here. I'll show you something else of interest while that's installing. This is a punch card. Back in the day, when you wanted to create a program for a computer, you basically punched out this little baby and then fed them into the machine one by one to get the thing to blink. Look up the MIT-Salter on the internet and you'll know exactly what I mean, but that's an original programming device. How's that? Nice. I've actually only got the one, this is the only one I have. Where are the rest of it? Now, let's continue on with that. Again, let it do it automatically. And yes, you'll know the Windows. Don't install it in a different directory unless you really have to, because it'll just mess up your life later on. Now, you can choose what you want to. You can go for typical, portable, compact, custom. I generally leave it at typical, but the extra pieces that are in custom, are, the extra pieces that are in custom may be useful to you, may not be useful to you, but I generally would use automatic. Certificate of authenticity, I'm going to leave this window, I'm going to pause it here, and I'll be back to you in a minute when I put it in.